All right, so I had somebody email me. I did a few screencasts where I showed how to create these overhead people and then kind of an office environment. The person wanted to know, how do you get, when you have the person move through the office, how do you get the person to turn? So like when we look at it now, you'll notice that the person's walking, but the body doesn't turn with it on the path. So there are a few ways you can approach that. One is you just ignore it, but then that doesn't look as great. The other is, if you're going to use a single motion path, then what you can do is you can add a spin. So if we add an effect, go ahead and add, let's see, you probably can't see it, but it's the spin effect. So now we've got the spin on here. So we want to have the person actually go, let's do a spin counterclockwise, so you can see we want the person counterclockwise. And then what we want to do is have it spin at the same time as the animation. So let's see what that looks like before we even do anything. Well, actually, we don't want it spinning all the way, so let's change that to, we'll just say 80% just to see what it looks like. So there's an 80% spin, and we'll take that person through it. Let's see what it looks like. So now you can see it's not perfect, so you just have to kind of play around with the timing of the spin. The other thing you can do, let's go ahead and we've got another one here. You could do two motion paths, so you could have one motion path here, a spin. So let's do that. So we can do something that's going to look like this. So we've got one motion path here, and you can, oops. Here, let me undo that. Take the motion path, and then we can move it here. And then what you can do is you can take another motion path, and so you just click on the person again. You can add another motion path, and we'll just take the up here. And then what you would do, so you can just move this motion path, so it's going to start where the other one leaves off. And then we'll just do it from here. And at this point you can change the position, so you can have it move, spin, and then change the position and spin. And so it would look, I don't have the spin here, but you can kind of get a sense of how that would look. So there's a couple of ways you could do it, just using multiple motion paths. So you just put a spin move at the points where they need to spin. And then another way to do that, let me duplicate this slide, let's get rid of the motion path, is you can use the flash once effect. So basically what we would do is we would add an effect, so we do flash once here. Let's choose flash once. And why isn't it on here? Maybe it's in the other. So you can see when you don't do this stuff all the time. So we're going to do more effects here. We'll do flash once. So we do flash once, and what that's going to do is the person's going to flash once. And then what you could do is just copy the person like this and move it. Now it's busy on here, and then while you're moving it, let's zoom in a little so we get the rotation. While you're moving in it, you can move the person here, and you just keep copying it. We'll just speed it up here. So now when we watch it, you can see the movement. Now it's on click, so we don't want it on click, so we'll just do after previous. So let's watch it. And then you would just work with the timing of it. So you can see you get the movement, and all you have to do is come into your timing and change the timing of it so it's a little faster for you. So hopefully that helps.